Last time on Final Fantasy XVI.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Frick! And now back to... Alright, I guess it's time to read all this, do all the side quests before, the end of the game here. Hopefully these are pretty quick. In a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all the time laid at the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with supply of antelope bones. Heed Karen's request. Oh, is it Torgal? Torgal, no.
What is it this time, Torgal?
It's more than words. Sounds rough. I'm sorry. I'm not. Search of a lost tomb. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was chance encounter with such tomb from a distance that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
An inconvenient truth. The zoom up on Clive's face. Alright, those were the only two things on the missive, so... Alright, let's go find Torgal. Torgal, look at him. Oh, I really just want a juicy steak. I tell him every day that I want a juicy steak, and they never give me any. I'm starting to think that he doesn't really like me anymore. Oh, hold on, boy. I got the finest steaks for just juicy steak. You know what? Maybe I don't want that anymore. God damn it, Torgal!
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Oh. Does he not want it off?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Why are you lecturing me, Karen, about my dog?
Where to then, Torgal?
Follow Torgal. He's... I don't know, he went somewhere. Torgal! Torgal! Hey. Where are we going?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me?
You're a damn dog.
Yes. You've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
Rosaria?
Why don't we try the rookery?
Okay.
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
The rookery?
Port is older then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Okay. I guess I'll head there then. Alright. Here we are. We're going on a rowboat. Going on a rowboat with Targo.
Still here. After all these years.
This one boat.
More than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
Don't you dare.
I wasn't being serious.
Oh.
This place hasn't changed at all.
Mist?
Right through those trees. Come on.
Wait, are we on a... Oh! We're in a little different part of the map. Oh, crap.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
No, you can't. Oh, we got a cussing? Like, yeah.
Here we are.
The treehouse.
This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Aww. Aww. Look how small he was.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
Wait, he brought all that to... What? Sword.
His sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Aww.
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting.
Aww.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
I know, stupid. Come on.
All right. I'm coming.
Where are we going to now? Climbing the hill, overlooking Roslith. What? Damn.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Oh, that was nice. Get to see little Torgal again. Oh! I figured. Oh, and Gaval's fame +1. Charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion 18 winters past. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Rodney Murdoch. So I'm pretty sure we'll probably get like a bunch of curiosities now. Which that does remind me. It actually does remind me. Hold on. What the hell? Another missive? Fine hound. The two of you have been together for probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about the hound of yours. He stepped in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but I don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. Kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, I wanted to show, oh, there's the sword. So if you have been checking Twitter, I did post stuff about doing the, those, trials of, of doing, like, the Titan, like the hand of Titan, the hand of whatever, just doing all the trials that, like, you have to do just the one icons. I managed to do all the final, well, I forget if it was, like, do all the trials or do all the final trials. But, I at least did, like, literally every trial and every arcade mode thing. I got this for doing the trials. The Circle of Malleus? Something like that. A faithful reproduction of the ancient world depicting the icons in the Creator Ultima. It is based on both an incomplete tapestry kept by the Undying Tabor, as well as sketches taken by Joshua as an ancient fortress in Ash, where the mural was most likely used in adherence to the now vanished Malleus faith. Which, I don't know. That's cool. So as I think about it, I think I got it when I did the final one, which was doing Odin's version, I think. Because I remember doing the I'm passing literally by everyone. Okay, let's just everyone literally just standing here waiting for me to talk to him. One at a time, guys, one at a time. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just weird. Like, you have arcade mode and you have the final trials and you do them, and say you get S ranks on all of them, which I have. I literally have S ranks on everything. And I didn't get anything from it. So, what the crap? Hey, Square, can you help a bro out and just put some rewards out there for everybody? That'd be pretty cool. Give them incentive to actually do it. All right, Vivian. Sorry.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Just want a freaking book.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Hippocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Yeah, your character wasn't introduced until, you know, a third way into the game. I see, even Joshua has stuff that he wants to ask, I guess. Uncle Byron. Yep, everyone needs to ask me something. Alright, Hippocrates, you became like one of the most important characters of this game, alright? Now I got this.
My boy, what a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
Executors?
Executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
Of course.
Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
So, wait. Is this the place that was like... Fly was like, oh, I feel something from there. Wait, no. Oh, no, never mind. I'm stupid. It's that little freaking village that I walked into and thought, you know, I was like, oh, there's nothing here. I guess I'm just gonna run around. They got this whole area. Blah, 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 you know, Dakota being stupid and all that. Why do they sound like they're like their own like assassins? Everyone is like in their own creed.
Be safe.
Hide in the shadows.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
The one that's marked as the objective. Hello? Okay, I need to find from a distance. Royal Intelligencer training report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Caer Norvent in 873V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonier for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Walud's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. Okay.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Complete botany of Banes. You can look at this, guys, if you want, but yeah.
His interests were certainly varied.
The folklorist's fabulary. The Moogle! Freaking Moogle. There's a bunch to read here, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to. If you want to read this. I'm kind of, you know, getting a glimpse of it. Alright. I like how it said. And soft white fur. Accepting the small dark wings. Oh, nothing to say about that, Clive, huh? Oh, it's from a distance. All the bears, Everyone's been faithful. Y'all can pause the thing if you want to pause it and read it. The deluge of blood, the stained the land crimson, all left for more reverting, and oh, that's jazz. Bears are other than human.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
So, Lee, oh, it's not gonna make me fast show. Damn it. Yeah, something's gonna happen. Stop. Yep, here we go.
Leaving so soon, stranger?
Here we go.
We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Go ahead and try, dude. The heck? Where did you guys come from?
Let's see, shall we?
I got a big hammer. You won't stop me. You'll never stop me. You'll never. Ah!
Farewell.
Farewell. Listen, guys, if that's all you got, then I'll just be on my merry way. Clutch mine. I don't remember if I ever gotten that. I don't know.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait.
Until then, I'll just be another side character.
Damn it.
How did you lose him, Clive?
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Of course, sure, no, just get attacked. Of course. There's always some guys that are like, oh, we'll be watching. Our pals will meet again. Don't worry. Listen, if you don't have another side quest related to you, you're probably going to be like DLC or something. Because you can't just say that and be like, oh, that's it. I don't know, I feel like there'd be more from that then. Unless I'm just reading too much into it.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
Oops, I ripped all the pages out.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
Yeah.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, When enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Boom. Yeah, so I just feel like these are going to be more character-based. 47. Damn. No. Yep, and another curiosity. So yeah, I'm probably going to get all these freaking curiosities from everybody. Vivian Ninetail's scholarly headwear, awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do. Scholar's bonnet. Oh, fuck me. God bless it. Yep. Yep, this is probably a continuation of here. What the heck? Nectar, we got something on the hunt board? Yeah, you got something on the hunt board. Yeah, Moogle, you got something on the hunt board. The Wailing Banshee? Near the village, near the abandoned village of Garnick. Huh. Garnick, huh? Damn.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Aha! The Roaring Hearth. We're getting closer to the ending here. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits have made its way across the seas to the great continent. And what is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Gareth.
There you are.
With the Genji gloves. What does the Genji gloves give me? Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%? Holy ballsack. Heck yeah. Alright, let's start some more side quests before I head on over to Garnick. Nazir.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test then?
I guess.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Oh, trial and error. So, dude wants to be a scout.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Alright, Doris, what's going on now?
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her.
Oh, god damn it.
She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Escort Doris till Balmondar. Yeah.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Oh! I won't be doing that every time. Nobody's tool. Okay, so is that like... just says journey to wherever, right? Is that a place that I just walked to? Ah! It's that side. Oh. Okay. I remember I've seen this trophy. It was like, you know, travel in every area of the game. And I haven't gotten it yet. I'm very close, though. So it looks like it has to be like this and maybe something else, possibly. Okay. Well, at least... okay, so that is actually near Garnick. I can do the Garnick thing first. And then... whatever, right? Oh. Torgal, you're here. Yeah. Josh must be giving me more juicy steak. So, I'm just sick of buying him. What's going on, Joshua?
Ah, Clive.
Oh, God damn it. Where there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
Nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will.
Oh, really?
Something akin to it.
His will? How? And where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Yeah.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I need to shut up. All right. I'm sorry. That thing, it's so catchy. I keep singing it. Oh, he joined the party now. Was that what was stopping him from joining the party? I guess. Freaking, you know what? I don't know. All right, we got our 3. So, yeah. Time to fight this dude on the hunt board. There's also another trophy related to completing the hunt board. So whenever that pops, that's when I know for sure that I'll be done with it. Okay.
Safe.
So where's this dude at? Where's this? Oh, God damn it, not you. Get some Malik. I don't want the freaking goddamn harpies.
Oh, its madness lives on.
Oh my God. Oh, yes. Yes. And that's what happens. You go down. No. God damn. I need like one more, like, was it Dark Steel or something, whatever, to make That one damn sword. I've been waiting for it. That's why I haven't made like the other stuff.
Rest in peace.
Enough of that. Alright. I'm already here, technically, so... Let's,
She's waiting for me near Balmung Dark.
yeah.
The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Just gotta run.
Back to the stables, Carl.
Horse! Horse! Okay. Alright.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Alright.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here.
Oh shit. Oh.
Locked up tight.
Great, we have to go around, huh? Hello! Oh, God damn it. More reading. Guys can just pause the video if you want. Captive bearers have been provided thoroughly expressed, blah blah blah.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Wait, creature? Hold on. Train a Kuza beast. Kuza. Right, more stuff. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. This president said barricades have been employed to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven to the fray, or to achieve maximum benefit for minimal loss. So, great.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers?
Oh,
Even the
they
Imperials
won't.
took better care of their branded than that.
I mean, we got this giant area in the middle, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have another fight on our hands. Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us insufficient to feed the Kuza entrusted to care. He's deserved to kill and consume the bears. Oh my god, he's eating the bears!
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Kashik down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Ah, damn it. Doris?
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. but it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Ah, need to use this key.
Fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Jailer's key. Okay. So yeah, I needed that because that was like the first door I tried down here. It did say use keys, so. Oh, cool. I can just jump down. All right, here we are.
Let's see what we can find down here.
A way to go into the middle. Yep. Yep, they're definitely gonna fight something. The hell?
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Oh. Hey.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster.
Oh, he's dead.
So I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Oh. He's here.
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Of course, it's a goddamn behemoth.
Hurt you.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
It's time that we kick his fucking ass. Come on, Joshua. We gotta fight another goddamn behemoth. Are we serious, Clive? Yes. Rah, Kusa Beast. Da da da.
Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
We won't let it happen. Ugh. Line's almost done. Melt him down. He actually was doing some good damage on me. I was pretty afraid right there for just a second. Behemoth shackles. Damn it. Well, we got him.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
Y'all
I'm fine,
sound more concerned.
I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways.
The hell, it's just here.
He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No, of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Oh, that was actually a good side quest there. Even though we really couldn't, save the person that we were meant to, but damn. And we got to learn a little bit more about Doris. Oh, Breath of Darkness Gungnir. Probably won't ever use that. Alright, Northreach. We gotta go and see the training of this new scout. Or whatever.
At least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
I don't care either way, so long as you do as I tell you.
Well, you're definitely not gonna be a scout.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes.
You'll be evaluating
You're
me.
aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
Well.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
No, he's got this, dude. He's totally got it.
Ember, impress me.
This is the Ember mission, alright? We're not to be involved. We can only watch as this guy horribly fails at doing this one simple task.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Or not.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
No, no, no. Alright, you freaking stupid thing. Yes. Okay. See, it wasn't that too hard, Ember. You could have just done that. You know.
Ember, are you...
Ember?
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Watch, like, Ember's back and he's like, hey, look, I got the logbook. See? I did it all by myself. Ah, no, never mind.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Oh my god.
How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
Distraction.
Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
What the heck?
This won't be an easy decision.
Great. Gotta head back to the frickin' hideaway. I know I got this one here. do it after. I'll do it after the fact. Alright, back to Tabor. So we can talk to Cyril. Look at the will. Father's will.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
My beloved sons, I know that I asked much of this in the coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the blight still blooms, and only with the reserves striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but there are such obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. Know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you. Your father.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
Oh damn.
Plans he spoke of.
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the burning quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwin saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message.
Yeah, I wish we see more of this, more of him.
To his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
Ah.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord.
She?
After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering his grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, your grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
She, huh? Yeah, like I said, I wish we got to saw a little bit more of like their father, even like Uncle Byron, maybe back at that time, something. Look at Archduke Elwin's aid. Okay. Hello?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwin, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
What is it?
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
my lady. Perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed.
Is that Karen's voice actor?
He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins.
Of course.
We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay.
What?
I've been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father...
He was meaning to hunt this one goddamn griffin. Are you serious?
What else?
Man, if this... Wow.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Bruh. Oh my god, dude, if that ain't just like... The father was meant to do it, but, you know, she's been keeping an eye on it so we could take it in his stead, pretty much. Slay some
Peel, Joshua.
Hello.
There it is. The House Rosfield.
Damn it. Come on. Yes. Here we are. Woo. Screw you, freaking griffin. Don't worry, father. We did it. We freaking did it.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
I told you to go get the Heartstone, and you brought me this. This is just the redstone. Oh. There you go, man.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yeah, we played Heartstone. Here you go.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your Grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Yeah, true.
I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria,
That was years ago.
thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Damn.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Should we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
This is Archduke ELWIN'S memorial. Okay. Yeah, I really just wish that we just happened to see him a little bit more, but you know, what can you do? That honestly, that prologue, even though it, you know, was like what, 2 fucking hours, at least for me, it was really good, and I wish I had a little bit more time with it.
Will and an unbreakable bond.
from Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Oh, wait, that was what it was? Wasn't I back here before? And I was like, what is this? Or was I not? I don't remember. All the helmets. His helmet. Oh.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
The hell? What the heck? I was like, wait, what is going on?
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Man, some of these have been pretty good. The rusted battle helm. Archduke Elwin's helm. Worn during his victorious campaign to quell the northern uprising. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. Don't worry, Father. We will try to live. What? Joining hands. All I saw was. I don't. There's just. Just reading like the first thing. Joining hands with Joshua. I have to hold hands with Joshua. Oh my god. No, Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh, nice. So, okay, cool. He gets to stick with us from now on. Alright. Very nice. Thank you for sticking by my side, Joshua. We don't... Where's the armbands at, by the way? Where's that at? I don't see it! I don't know. I wish like something like that where like it would kind of like change the just somewhat change the apparel, kind of like have the armband on you. I feel like that would add at least a little bit more to it. But I gotta keep the iconic look, you know, whatever.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, Neither did you, I hear. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Does Ember deserve passing marks? Oh, I get it. I get a choice. Damn it! I didn't know I was gonna get a choice. Does he deserve the pass? Well, listen. The dude started out well, right? He slaughtered the 2 guards. He was like, "All right, cool," and then he just stood there, and then had to make me fight the freaking daggone thing, just so he can do his thing. So no.
When faced with an unexpected foe, Ember froze. He did not run. He did not fight. Had I not been there, he would be dead. It would be too great a risk to send him out on a mission alone.
Thank you, Sid, for your honest appraisal. Ember, you braved the tower and emerged unscathed. Yes, but only because Sid saved your skin. To me, that's no better than being caught red-handed. You failed the test.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting.
What?
Second chance.
Choice don't matter.
He did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Well, you better prove it, Ember.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
So what was the point of the goddamn choice? What's the point? Did he pass? No. Okay, you fail. But wait, he still did it though, so guess what? Don't matter. Don't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Like, whatever. I mean, that sucks. It's like, what do you want me to say? Like, I mean, I would have said it too. I was like, listen, yeah, he, you know, he used me. He failed in that remark, but he still did the thing. So I don't know. It's just like, if you were to go alone, no. So, you know what? I don't know. There's also another thing here. The Masterless Marauder. Where the hell is this going to be? The Waluda army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training is long since ceased. Whereas captors turn acastic with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there's none left alive who knows the words that let the rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. Holy fuck. Got another goddamn behemoth? Wait a minute. Is this it? It is. Oh my god. Another goddamn behemoth, bro. The behemoth king! Oh, you're the king of behemoths. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to slay you. Oh my god! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get back. Get away. Get away. Oh my god. Oh crap, I didn't realize I was the same level as this guy. These were evenly matched. Nope. Running up far. Up. What the fuck? What is that doing? Oh my god. Oh, not this crap again. Get back. Get back. Oh, yes. All right. Get down now. Apocalypse? No, not the apocalypse. Garuda? Oh, I somehow dodged it. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, get back. Get back. Get back. Melt, please. Burn alive. Oh my god, bro, he's right there. He's right freaking there. Yes. Yes, let's freaking go. Oh. Oh, you have another orichalcum. Yes, I can start making some other stuff. Nice, you had the orichalcum.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Yeah, there's only one king, and that's King Torgal. Okay, calm down, Torgal. God damn. It's weird how some of these pop up and some of these just don't. Like, I'm surprised like the hunt board didn't pop some of these up until like now. Okay, so I can either make the son of Ouroboros or Ouroboros.
You lost your...
Oh my god, I got some more. Oh my god. Make it amends. Master Clive, I'm aware that there matters of much greater import for which demand your attention, but you should find yourself a moment. I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness, Prince Dion. Hippocrates. Ah.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Alright, a tale to tell. Oh, I got to find another book. Whole again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The two made me who I am today, and yet I thought I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me have forever robbed me of a part of myself. Now I'm whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul. For which reasons I shall ever be in your debt. Vivian. Oh, you're welcome, Vivian, even though, like, I feel like it should have continued. Oh god, concern for Jill? Oh, it's Joshua. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we did not seek to lighten that burden. Even but only a fraction before we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private. Oh, of course. Yeah. We got, yeah.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Priceless. Yeah. The Wages of Fate. Do you remember what you told me that night at the Phoenix Gate? While the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours. But we are not both dominants of fire. Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths. Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Ah.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course.
What?
Before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail.
What?
Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Thanks, Hippocrates, but really, that's... We got this awful meaning for Dion. Him trying to, you know, make amends with everything. Oh, go find a freaking wyvern's tail. What? Of course. Of course you want me to do a freaking manhunt for you. Damn it. Alright. Where's this at? Alright, at the anger gap. Alright. Well, we have to do something in this giant area, right? That always gets me.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Nah, there's a lindworm here. Frick! Alright, that's it.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Just pick them all up. No! Hey man, I picked up all those flowers for you. What's my reward?
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
I think I did. This is the wrong flower.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Huh. You know, they made it seem like Dion was going to die in the next part, but if they had to deal with the side quest, then he can't die, right? Or am I just looking too much into it? I don't fucking know anymore. Dion, let's go.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude.
There you go.
Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Oh, we got another cutscene. Nice.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environment in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Oh, he's about to cry.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
What? Wait, what did you just give me?
I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What are you giving me now?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
I like how these side quests are actually giving some resolution to certain characters and such. Very nice. Bahamut's Mercy. Damn! Reduces Gigaflare's cooldown time by 6 seconds. Damn! Start spamming freaking Gigaflare! And the Stolas Quill, yeah, there's another curiosity. Lordesman Harpocrates' best loved writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a learned tomb. 'Tis said that the owl's feathers are steep in the wishes, blah 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 blah. Alright. So I'm really liking these. I just wish they weren't like lumped together though. Still got freaking more to do. So alright. Get to it.